What is up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing all right on this little rainy Monday we got going on here. Guys, listen, y'all seen the title. Shannon Sharpe has been accused of sexual harassment against a young lady believed to be between 20, 21, 22 years old. He met in a gym, as what I've been able to do my research on. Guys, I'm split on this one, but I really want to know how you guys feel about this. I want you guys to get into the comments, and I'm going to respond to each and every one of your comments if I can. Promise I'll do my best to get to each and every one of y'all who drop a comment in this situation. I have a video I want to show you. It's just about a 5-minute video, y'all, alright? But pay attention to it. Tell me what you think about it, and let's discuss it on the other side, alright? Y'all ready? Come on, let's go.
Was nearing a deal for a $100 million podcast deal as his contract with the Volume Podcast Network is set to expire. Now, it's been reported that Sharpe has received multiple offers and is expected to sign a 9-figure deal. However, just days after that announcement, Sharpe is facing a lawsuit filed by a woman under Jane Doe. According to NBC Sports, the 13-page civil complaint alleges that Sharpe committed assault, sexual assault, battery, and sexual battery. In addition, it alleges he engaged in the intentional infliction of emotional distress. The lawsuit was obtained by TMZ Sports and says their relationship began in 2023 when she was 20 years old and he was in his mid-50s. Doe says Sharpe brutally sexually assaulted her several times at the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025, following a year-long abusive relationship. Now, Jane Doe did state that their relationship was initially consensual. It became controlling and verbally abusive. The plaintiff is represented by Micah Nash and Tony Busby, who you may know as the lawyer representing more than 50 plaintiffs alleging sexual assault by Sean Diddy Combs. One of those lawsuits included Sean Jay-Z Carter as a defendant, which claimed that both Combs and Carter were involved in a rape of a 13-year-old girl. Jay-Z is currently involved in a lawsuit with Busby to clear his own name and prove Busby's falsehoods. Busby wrote in the new suit against Sharpe, he demanded complete control over her time and body, expecting her to be at his house on his schedule, at his command, whenever he called. It takes a great deal of courage to stand up against those with power, fame, and money. I look forward to pressing this case in court. Part of the lawsuit states, plaintiff tried sharing her location with friends from her iPhone, just in case. But Sharpe saw her doing this. The moment he realized what she was doing, he grabbed her by the neck and told her, if you ever do that again, I will effing kill you. Now, the complaint also alleges Sharpe recorded their sexual activities without her knowledge. It also states that it was another woman, not the plaintiff, who Sharpe was having sex with when his Instagram account live streamed the encounter. According to NBC Sports, this was the moment where the plaintiff began to pull away. The live stream incident happened in September of 2024, and the complaint alleges the first instance of rape occurred in October of 2024 at her apartment, where she alleges Sharpe forced himself on her while she was crying and sobbing. The second instance happened in January of 2025, where Doe claims Sharpe engaged in unprotected sex with the plaintiff, despite her request to get him to stop. Some will remember Sharpe's September 2024 Instagram Live incident where he would say the name Michelle. Now, of course, the internet did its best to uncover her identity, leading most fans to Michelle Bundy, a former love interest of Sharpe, which ended in a 2010 restraining order. Now, Bundy accused Sharpe of sexual assault, stating he forced her to have sex with him, threatened her life, and stalked her. The restraining order was soon dismissed. At the time, CBS News reported that Bundy's accusations weren't a surprise. Troy Holaker, a Denver area acquaintance of the woman, told the Denver Post, "Everyone knows this is a lie. This is what the woman went out to do." Another acquaintance, Thane Davis, would tell CBS News Bundy was infatuated with Shannon Sharpe. He said she has some insane idea in her head that he's going to be in a relationship with her. She was fabricating stories against me too. Now, this new complaint against Sharpe is asking for a minimum of $50 million from Sharpe. It's currently filed as a civil case with no criminal consequences attached to it. Despite the case being within the statute of limitations, the plaintiff is only seeking monetary gain. So what do you guys think about the latest lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe coming days after a $100 million deal went public? What are your thoughts on Tony Busby representing the plaintiff?
Well, I don't even know where to come down on this for that, y'all. It's like Shannon Sharpe, what, damn near 30 years older than this woman, which a lot of people have no issue with age or whatever. To each his own. I got nothing to say about that either. The problem that I'm having with this story, and guys, listen to me. Please listen to me. I don't know if the young lady is lying on Shannon. I don't know if Shannon Sharpe did what she's saying that he did. Nobody knows. It all has to play out in court. So what do we have? All we have is to go on the details and what we know about it, and we're just all giving our opinions. That's all anybody's doing right now, is giving their opinion, just like me. No better. My opinion ain't no better than yours. Yours isn't any better than mine. So my opinion on Shannon Sharpe, man, to put yourself in a situation like this, I think, man, is beyond you, man. You know, true or false. But just to put yourself in this situation with this young woman, with this young lady, whoever she may be, it's just crazy, man. You know, you've climbed to the top of the food chain with status, money, everything else. And as far as this woman, this young lady, this 20-year-old, 21-year-old lady, the question that I got for you is, why on earth did you wait to file this lawsuit after you found out Shannon was having sex with somebody else? If all this stuff happened like you say it happened. Again, I don't know if it happened. I'm not saying the young lady's lying. I'm just saying you got to pay attention to some detail. Excuse me, guys. And you got to pay attention to some of the stuff that's in this lawsuit. Guys, go check it out. Read the entire lawsuit yourself, and I think you'll come to the same conclusions. Not a conclusion, but the same opinions as me. Is there's a lot of holes in what this young lady is saying. You know, she's saying that he raped her twice, but after the first rape, there was no criminal charges. There was no mention of it in the tabloids. There was nothing. And then out of her own mouth, she said Shannon Sharpe came back to her apartment with birthday gifts or Christmas gifts or something, and you let him in your house, and as you say, he raped you again. My thing is, if he raped you the first time, why would you let him back in your house, ma'am? Why not the criminal charges? And I hate this. You know why I hate this? Because if this story is just something that she's mad about, that Shannon was messing with other women, and you got mad about this and then decided to file this lawsuit, you know what? If that's the case, you're doing a great disservice to all the females out there who has been assaulted, who has been raped. Because every time a woman does that, it gives a bad name to every woman who says she's been sexually assaulted. And every woman ain't lying about being sexually assaulted. You know? But when you go out there and you make up something like this, if it's made up, okay? Let me say that, if it's made up, and if it's proved to be a fiction, you're doing a great disservice to other women out there. All right? And I know that the age difference, damn near 30-year age difference, but Shannon Sharpe, one of the richest people probably on TV right now as far as podcasting, and him and Ocho with Club Shay Shay and everything. Shannon Sharpe likes different women, but that comes with some men of power. and status like Shannon Sharpe has. And if you decide as a young lady or as a woman, period, to deal with those kind of men, you gotta accept certain things with that, because certain things are going to come with that. Mess with somebody, a man in that kind of status. Okay, I'm not saying every single rich man is like that, because they're not, but the majority of them are. Okay, and you got to expect that. You can't go into something like that blind, thinking that you're the only one that man is messing with. Most millionaires and men of that status will tell you you're not going to be the only one. And if you accept that, you accept it. And if you don't, walk away. But I'm sure the young lady liked all the gifts that Shannon was giving her, the money, her bank account getting fatter and fatter. And hey, who don't like money? I love money. Who don't like money? I'm not saying that, but certain things that you get into, you just have to accept what comes with that. As far as the timing on the whole thing is just terrible. It's a terrible look on this young lady. The timing, when there's not one police report. Nobody's ever heard this story before. None of your friends has came up and said nothing about like this before on Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe is one of my favorite podcasters, man. And I hate to even have to do this story, but this is what I do. But at the same time, I'm not saying Shannon Sharpe is innocent. God knows I'm not. He may have done everything this young lady has said. May have. Who knows? It'll all play out. But the timing of it, when you get mad because when Shannon came out with that other tape where he said he accidentally hit his Instagram and everybody in the world heard Shannon having sex with some other lady named Michelle. And that's when everything started going crazy with this other young lady. When she heard that and found that out. Now here comes the lawsuit. $50 million lawsuit. It looks funny. And I'm sure even ladies out there, y'all can agree with me on that, can't you? It just looks funny. I'm not saying the young lady's lying, but it looks funny. The timing of it all looks funny. So, listen, let's just give this story a little bit more time. Let it all play out. Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to say this to you, brother. If you didn't do nothing, don't settle. Don't pay one red penny, man, if you didn't do anything. Young lady, whoever you are, Jane Doe, as of right now, her name is out there. I just don't have it right now, but her name is out there. If you feel in your heart that this happened to you and you know you're telling the truth, keep going. Don't be bought out. Easier said than done, especially when you need money. Okay? So, it's just an ugly situation all around, guys. And listen, please get in the comments, because I'm with this one, man, and up and down, and don't know which way to go on this. I tell you what though, it's a fact that even the allegation of something like this will ruin a man's reputation. So all I'm saying is this: before you go do something like this, be real about it, okay? And if it did happen to you, by all means, press charges, because that is criminal, right? Sexual assault against somebody. We can't really say the R word because YouTube don't really like that, but you know what I'm talking about, family. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Press charges to the fullest if it's true. But listen, it's a lot of times people feelings are hurt, and they thinking they're exclusive with somebody, then find out they're not with one of these high-powered men, and this is what they do. Some women do, not all women. Okay, please, ladies, don't think I'm painting you guys with this one, every woman with this brush, because it's not. There's plenty of women out there who said they have been raped in school, said that they have been sexually assaulted, that has been sexually assaulted. But what makes it look bad is if it's proven that this is not true, It's a bad look on all women who claim that they have been sexual assaulted. Okay, so women, you do other women a terrible service if it's found out that this story ain't true. All right. Once again, check this out, guys. Danny is on his way back to Japan. He will be back on the show tomorrow, next day, or whatever. He'll be back in town in a couple of weeks. So let's wish Danny a safe travel back to Japan. Hope to see you soon, brother. And guys, get in the comments. All right, let me know what you think about this. And once again, guys, we are growing. The channel is growing. We are growing thanks to you who subscribe to the station. I need you to hit the like button when y'all look at the video, though. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the station, guys, because I'm gonna keep bringing it to you. But I need your support, all right? With that being said, y'all stay cool out there. I love you guys. Till next time.